Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, da, 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 da. Yeah. Yeah.
Woo! Hello, everyone, and welcome to this reflection on Episode 8, The Last Jedi, the second trailer for the movie. Not the actual movie, no, we'll get to that at Christmas. But I'm here with Alan Kalo, and we are going to be reflecting on this new trailer that's just been released on Star Wars, The Last Jedi, Episode 8, The Last Jedi, full title. So, I'm going to hand the mic over to Alan, the imaginary mic, of course. And I'm going to ask you, Alan, what do you think of the new trailer for Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi?
Well, what else needs to be said about this new trailer except it's really, really exciting. I mean, I am so pumped to watch this new Star Wars movie. It looks really, really great. The trailer definitely raises a lot of questions at the same time, but then again, I guess that's what a Star Wars trailer is supposed to do. It's not supposed to give you all the answers. It's not going to show you the whole movie, obviously. It's just going to give you little bits and pieces, and it's, you just got to, figure out in your head what it all means. But it looks really exciting. I mean, obviously, this is going to take a darker turn, being that it is the middle act of this new trilogy. And we all know going into this movie that it'll focus a lot on Rey and Luke's relationship. Yes, finally, Luke, Mark Hamill, finally gets to do something in this new trilogy.
Where have you been, Mark?
Yes, because he was only in the first movie for what, 30 seconds at the most.
It's funny, he's become a bit like Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's a bit of a hermit.
Right. He's kind of assumed the Obi-Wan Kenobi role in this new trilogy. Yeah, but we finally get to find out what he's been up to all this time. We get to see him train Rey. None of that are spoilers. I mean, that's pretty obvious that's going to take precedence in this new movie. But as we see from this new trailer, all is not well in the Star Wars universe.
You can say that again.
Yeah, and as we see in the trailer, Luke trains Rey, but then she shows herself, I guess, to be so powerful that she actually cracks the earth, the ground that she and Luke are standing on as he's training her. She literally cracks the earth underneath them. That it scares the shit out of Luke.
Yeah,
and Luke is actually scared. We haven't seen Luke scared in many, many years.
No, we haven't.
So he's obviously very concerned about this. And on top of that, on the flip-flop, this is also a movie where we're going to see the further progression of the baddie, Kylo Ren.
Yeah. He's got issues.
Scumbag son of Han Solo and Princess Leia. Princess Leia, who's now General Leia. And unfortunately, in the previous movie, Kylo Ren had to kill his daddy, Han Solo.
No.
Something I'm still dealing with as a fan, because
I think 2 years on, we've accustomed to it. But I mean, didn't need to do it. But I guess it was to make us really hate Kylo Ren, and Harrison Ford obviously had enough of this character. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret Han Solo wanted. I mean, Harrison Ford wanted Han Solo to die at the end of Return of the Jedi, but George Lucas wouldn't allow it. So obviously, 30 some odd years later, J.J. Abrams finally gave Harrison Ford his wish. But it's also,
I guess maybe that I'll only come back if you kill me off. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but basically he was only up for doing just the one movie, not the whole trilogy. And he was there to come back and pass the torch on to the new characters, and it would be a good way for Han Solo to go out. And also, at the same time, he would be returning for this one movie, and therefore, play Han Solo one more time, make the fans happy. But it came at a cost, that Han Solo would be killed off at the end.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword what they did with Han Solo. On the one hand, I understand why they did it, but on the other hand, it's still, every single time I watch that scene, it's a big bummer. When Han Solo
man.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's so sudden that he just falls off the bridge, and like, oh shit, this is one of the biggest movie characters ever, and yeah, well,
Done just like that. Yeah. It's a powerful scene, but it's a big bummer. Every single time I watch it, that's never going to change. It's always a bummer to see that pivotal moment when Han walks across the bridge to meet Kylo, and well, we all know what's going to happen next, and it sucks. I've accepted it, but it sucks.
Yeah.
But for this new movie, apparently we're going to see Kylo further progression, I guess, further training by Snoke, but also this trailer put a big thing. They put a big thing in the trailer. Is Kylo Ren now going to kill his mother, General Leia?
No, please don't.
Yeah, because we see in the trailer she's in the spacecraft. Kylo Ren has his target sights set on the spaceship with Leia in it. Is he going to press the button and kill his own mother? He's killed his father. Is he now going to kill his mother? And we all, I mean, sadly, we all know, Carrie Fisher no longer with us. You know, she passed away this past December. We know they have to kill off Leia, like it or not. But I mean, are they actually going to do it in this movie, or will they save her death for Episode 9? I guess they would have to do it off screen. Or is Kylo Ren Kylo Ren actually gonna kill her in Episode 8? That's the big question that the trailer raised.
I think it will be better if we don't actually see it, because then it's more respectful. I mean, if they kill her off in this one, it's like, oh yeah. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell without actually seeing it how it would make us feel. But it's a slight worry.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's sad either way, because we know Leia has to go, like it or not. They've already said. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy has already said, no, we're not going to do a CGI version of Leia for Episode 9. No, we're not going to put in another actress to play Leia for the one movie. I mean, let's face it, Carrie Fisher was Leia. There's no other actress.
Why would you recast? That's disrespectful.
What, to cast somebody else?
Yeah, just for one movie. It's pointless, and it will look strange, and also people will just be thinking, it's no Carrie Fisher. I mean, the actress might do a fine job, but it's like, no, like people wouldn't. I don't think people would appreciate it.
Right, or if they try to do a CGI version of her, it just wouldn't be the same. It just wouldn't work. It's not the same. So my guess is that that her death will be done like off screen between the time of Episode 8 and 9. They can start Episode 9 saying that Leia died. Maybe she became ill or something like that and died. Maybe you can start Episode 9 Leia's funeral.
I mean, let's face it, a voice in The Force Awakens was a bit more grovelly, so I mean, you know, they'd have to introduce some kind of plot that she was a smoker, but I don't know if that's going to be quite respectful enough.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But I mean, we've already lost Han, and we're going to have to lose Leia. But I mean, is Kylo Ren actually going to press that button and blow her up, or will she survive till the end of the movie, and then maybe she'll die off screen at the beginning of Episode 9? That's probably the best way to do it. The latter, that she dies off screen, and that's the end of it. You know. And then when you take that into consideration, I hope this means that at least Luke, the last surviving member of the original trio, will be allowed to live. Because I think to kill all of them off is absurd. At least one of them should be allowed to live. And I think the original plan that Leia was going to be the one allowed to live, because apparently they did have something big planned for her in Episode 9, but sadly with Carrie Fisher's passing, that's totally out the window now. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. So let Luke live, for heaven's sake. And I mean, and some people have said, well, you know, if Luke dies, at least he could turn into a Force ghost. Well, yeah, but it'd be nice for him.
Big deal, you know. Yeah, who gives a shit? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Han's already dead and now Leia has to die, whether we see it on screen or off screen, that leaves Luke. So at least let Luke live, please. You know,
let Luke live. Let Luke live.
Luke live. Yeah. So I'm really hoping and praying Luke's going to live.
Oh,
Let's see. What else can I say about the trailer? Again, looks exciting. The visual effects, the action that we see in it is great. Um, let's see. We also see the most popular Star Wars toy this Christmas, a Porg. That cute little. It looks like a cross between a little penguin and a seal, and we see that in the cockpit with Chewbacca as it's flying down. You know, wherever whatever it's flying down, being chased by the TIE fighters, and it goes. "Arrgh, arrgh," and it looks so cute and adorable, and everybody's going to want to buy one. You know, the Porg coming to a toy store near you this
yeah.
Christmas.
I mean, oh god. I mean, I thought BB-8 was going to be the cutest thing ever for years, but no, the Porg is giving him a run for his money.
Yeah, yeah. You guys should check online. Just type in Star Wars Porg,
I
and
mean,
a whole
the way it sounds like a fucking, sex toy or something like that.
or some kind of I don't know, some kind of loud bird or something. Yeah, something like that. But cute. He's really cute. You might want to buy a toy Porg for yourself this Christmas.
I mean, it's weird that he's in the Millennium Falcon. Like, is it going to replace Han Solo? I mean, blimey.
Yeah, I guess Chewbacca is now the main pilot, but the Porg's a little guy. He can't really press any buttons or flip any switches. I guess he's just there just for moral support. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder where that Porg comes from. I wonder if
Yeah.
he's on the island with Luke, or whether they find him in another place, maybe.
Right. Yeah, so how does he come into this? Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Another thing we're shown is, I guess we're seeing what happens next to the character of Finn, who I
Yes.
guess has recovered from his injuries in his lightsaber duel with Kylo Ren, and now he's going after his former boss, Phasma. So it looks like they're going to have a battle. They're going to have some kind of smackdown, which I think will be cool to see. I mean, lots of people say Captain Phasma wasn't given enough to do in The Force Awakens, which I agree with.
Yeah.
There wasn't much to do. So more to do in this movie, and a direct fight between her and Finn. Yeah, that's going to be cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that plays out.
I mean, the battles look pretty like what you'd expect from Star Wars. It looks pretty epic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And also Poe. Poe looks like he's got more to do.
Yes, he is. Apparently, he'll have a bigger role to play in this one as well. So that's good. I like his character. It's funny though that they were initially planning to kill him off in The Force Awakens, but I guess J.J. Abrams had a change of heart and decided to let him
survived.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, we thought he died in the first 10 minutes, but no, they brought him back.
Run back, yeah. Again, that was J.J. Abrams just having a change of heart and says, okay, we'll let him live. He's a cool character. So
let him live. Let him live.
Yeah, but that's fine. I like him. So we'll see where he goes in this new movie as well. I'm sure. So yes, it looks good, and again, all the stuff that we get to see in it. I mean, we get to see some more AT-ATs. They look slightly different in design from the ones from Empire Strikes Back and the ones we saw in Rogue One.
Alan, I am curious to know what the hell is that planet with the big mountain rocks, and what the hell is that red smoke coming from those ships or whatever? I wonder what that is.
Well, are you talking about the rocky island that?
Yeah. No, sorry. When you see the AT-ATs, and then there's the big sort of battle at the end of the trailer, and there's a crashing ship, and it comes smoke.
Yeah, the red smoke. Yeah. What's that all about? Yeah, the color red definitely plays a big part in this movie, I guess. There's also that one shot in the trailer where Kylo Ren picks up his lightsaber and it's all red. The room is totally red. So red.
I wonder if that is Snoke's planet, because then we see a shot of him picking up Rey at the end, and she's like crying out in pain. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, that's another thing about this trailer. Yeah, so apparently we see Snoke in the flesh, and apparently he's doing some sort of some painful control thing on Rey. Like maybe she's being brainwashed, or something like that. I mean, that's a very powerful moment. I mean, she is really getting fucked up in some way. By, I mean, yeah, that she's in pain of some sort. And then there's that final exchange, or what appears to be an exchange between Rey and Kylo Ren, where she supposedly says to him, or she seems to say to him, I want to know my place in all of this. And then we see Kylo Ren offer his hand to her. But the question is, are Rey and Kylo Ren really truly talking to each other, or was that just spliced together to trick the audience? So that's because again, people are saying that there's like this fire thing happening behind Kylo, but there's no fire behind Rey, so they may not actually be together uh, in that scene. You know. Um, so it's yeah, lots of great stuff going on in this trailer, and again, this is definitely the dark part of this new trilogy. I guess before everything gets happy again in episode 9, better. But for now, things are dark. Even Luke Skywalker is scared shitless in this new trailer. Um, so I'm really excited to see this new movie. Bring it on. I can't wait to see it. I'm really excited about episode 8, The Last Jedi. Yes. And are you there, Ollie? Are you there? Ollie? Ollie? Hmm. Are you there, mate? Huh. If you're there, Ollie, I can't hear you. Are you there? Hmm. Hmm. Apparently, Ollie is still with me, but Ollie, I can't hear you. I don't hear you. Ollie, where'd you go? Ollie, where'd you go, Ollie? Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, we seem to be having some sort of technical problem. Ollie, I don't hear you, brother. I don't hear you. Where'd you go? Hmm. Okay, well that solves that. Ollie, where'd you go, brother? Okay, Ollie, I think I'm gonna have to disconnect because I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. We're not getting any sound. You've cut off. Not getting any sound. Okay, Ollie, I gotta click off because I don't know where you've gone. Sorry. Oh, Sonny, it's all right.
Hello, Alan. Oh, he must have gone. Oh, Alan. Alan. Oh, this is interesting. I guess I will have to just carry on. Oh, his sound is playing up. Okay, I will remove him and then I will re-invite him. Alan, where are you? Oh, this is annoying. Oh, sorry about all this, guys. We're having some technical issues.
Ollie,
Alan,
what?
Did you not get my message?
Your message? No.
Oh, sorry. I sent it in the chat. I said I had to just go and get something. It was yeah,
No.
but I'm back now. Sorry. Do carry on with what you were saying before.
Okay. I guess you'll have to do some editing here.
That's all right. There'll just be. I mean, for anyone who's watching this, who's not watching it live, the bit before when I left, you can skip all that because nothing happened now. So, yeah.
Okay.
If you've
Well,
watched all of that, yeah.
well, I think I said everything I wanted to say then about the Last Jedi. When you left, I think I've said everything I wanted to say about it. So let's turn it over to you.
Cool. Thank you. Well, I'm pretty much in agreement with you, Alan. I mean, I think this is going to be a really interesting Star Wars movie. As to how good it will be, I can't say that until the next 2 months when I see it. But I think there's a lot of surprises in it, and there's just so much mystery that The Force Awakens left us with. And exploring that further is going to be really interesting. Seeing how Rey trains as a Jedi, or well, may possibly as what the trailer alludes to. And I liked seeing. I think he's gonna be much more braver and confrontational. He's gonna get in a fight with Phasma, which looks pretty amazing stuff here. Actually, Poe's gonna have more to do, I think, which will be nice. I like the pug. That was really cute when it goes. And it looks like it doesn't look just like more of the same. There's a lot of questions that are going to. I think Ryan Johnson is kind of drawing us into this, and I think it's going to be really interesting. And I keep saying that, but that is just generally the way what this trailer gives. That I look at and go, oh, well, I wonder how this will play out. And the trailer has done too much, I feel. So, in that respect, I have to give my hat off to them. I mean, as far as major issues, I would say he shouldn't have shown Kylo Ren nearly killing his mother. But then again, it does get the audience on your seat. I was really shocked that they were. I mean, obviously they wouldn't show it in the trailer if they were actually going to do it. But I mean, obviously, I'm hoping that it's deceiving us with that. Maybe that will be cut from the movie, or it will be in a different context. Because I couldn't bear that they kill off Leia like that, especially after last December with Carrie Fisher, and it makes obviously the ending of Rogue One is now much more sense. Oh, but if they killed her in The Last Jedi, that would be horrible. Yeah, but I think she'll get more to do, and I like the use of red as well. There's a lot of red. It's even the logo is red. The Last Jedi. I think we should expect somebody to die. I don't know who. Somebody will probably die. I'm hoping it's not Luke. For the love of God, let Luke live. Let Luke live.
Let Luke live, please. Yeah.
He's too young to die. I mean, God. I mean, obviously, I thought at one point that Luke might turn to the dark side, because in the Star Wars lore, there is some story about how Luke does turn to the dark side, obviously after all the events of Return of the Jedi, which I don't think that was too, considering what he goes through in the classic trilogy. I think he demeaned the point of his character. I just couldn't deal with that. I don't think that would work. But what do you know? I think Rey is going to do it. They'll make Rey turn evil, especially that end scene when she says, I need someone to show me my place in all this. So she's obviously very confused about everything. And Kylo Ren is holding his hand up to her. I mean, and also there's questions about his heritage, which I really want to know. Like, when does she fit in? Who's her father? Who's her mother? You know, why was she left on Jakku? Maybe some of this won't be answered until Episode 9, but you know, it would be nice to at least get some information on this. But I think on a visual level, it looks great. I am curious to know what those ice dogs are. Like, what the hell? They look kind of
either ice dogs or they're ice foxes or whatever. I mean, they look really cool. Although maybe their only function is just to help, you know, create this particular world that this part of the movie is set on. You know, to enrich the world that this setting is in. You know, that it basically to show in the Star Wars universe that there's animal life and kind of thing, like these ice foxes. Yeah. But really cool.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I don't know what else to say, else to go on.
There is a question I have about the trailer that some other people have brought up. I guess the first voice that we hear in the trailer is Snoke, and he's saying something like, you know, when I first found you, I knew that you were extremely powerful and special, or something to that effect. He says something to that effect. Lots of people maybe that he's talking about Kylo Ren, but maybe he's talking about Rey.
I think he's talking about Rey.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think he could be talking about Rey. I think it could be, that line could be in the very scene in which he's holding her up by the Force. And I don't know, because maybe he obviously knows more about her than we are led to believe. In The Force Awakens, obviously, he doesn't display any knowledge of knowing who she is until the later half of the movie. But this one, we get the sense that, oh, okay, he kind of knows something about her, and more than she does as well. So I wonder how it's all going to play out. I mean, because I just want to know, like, she was left on Jakku, and obviously, I mean, I thought it was Blind Luke's daughter. The fact that the lightsaber called to her, but maybe it's maybe it could be the other way around. Maybe if she is daughter to some bizarre degree, or if she's related to Kylo Ren in some way, that maybe it's a Sith thing. But I don't know. I kind of think she might be Luke's daughter, but it's hard to say. That's what they've done really well with this mystery, is they've made it intriguing, and in a way I kind of don't want to know. I like the mystery of it, but we'll get explained. Definitely in episode 9, if not in episode 8. So the door is left wide open for infinite possibilities, and I think that's what sets you up for certain hints and will happen. And obviously it gives you more of the same, like the big actions. I think the story's going to be intriguing, and the characters continue, because obviously Rogue One, which came out last year, we obviously we aren't going to see those characters in a prequel, which is highly unlikely. Off, and they were giving anything away there. But The Force Awakens was a excuse me, it was like a new together, and a big part of what made it work. And obviously oh well, okay, fine. But now we're getting all these new characters, intriguing and interesting, and I think that this is going to be good. And I just don't want them to take it in a direction that won't go to the, but if they do, are not good. Like if they kill off certain characters, which they've got a tree here. And also, like you said about the red smoke, this big rock mountain planet is actually Snoke's planet, with the whole idea of red. I mean, also because of that shot with the Kylo Ren picking up the lightsaber in the red room. So I have a suspicion that big is Snoke's. I mean, I might be wrong. It could well be that is the, but I guess I'll have to just wait and see. So I can really say, I mean, we don't see Benicio del Toro. He's apparently in it, and he's a bad guy. I believe he's in it, and I think Laura Dern's in it as well. I don't see in the trailer, like some of the, but I don't mind that. I'm happy to wait until the film. But I thought we were going to see Benicio del Toro at least.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah.
Go on. Sorry.
I was just gonna say that. So yeah, this is a really exciting trailer. I mean, the first teaser trailer was fine. I mean, it was a nice little taste, but it hardly anything. But this one really gets the blood pumping.
Yeah, and also the music of the trailer was great. I don't know if it was John Williams. It's from the score of the movie from John Williams, but there's versions of like Rey's theme in there, Kylo Ren's theme, and even some of the Imperial March theme as well, which I thought was great. But the version of the Rey's theme that they have was great. And like it's a really much more epic version. But I'm interested to see. I have a feeling that they'll end this movie on a cliffhanger, perhaps that maybe Rey turns to the dark side. And if that's the thing, if Rey turns to the dark side, will she kill someone? Because Kylo killed his dad in the previous film, so who knows?
I'm still questioning why would she turn to the dark side. I mean, she could, but what would be the reason? That's the thing. Maybe Snoke. Sure. Maybe that's the whole point of him picking her up in midair, and she's in some sort of like some sort of force hold by Snoke, and she's in pain, and maybe she got brainwashed.
Maybe
it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, then again, I know the prequels aren't good, but Anakin turned to the dark side because he was manipulated by Palpatine. So we could have a similar situation, particularly if Snoke is Palpatine, which I think is entirely possible, because we don't Palpatine essentially. We don't see his body dead. We just see him fall. So he could have easily have you know, teleported away or whatever. But I mean, I just think the whole Plagueis theory is bullshit. I'm sorry, but the whole story behind Darth Plagueis was done. If we go back to Revenge of the Sith, that scene in the Opera House explains it perfectly. You know, the Palpatine was the young apprentice that killed his master, who was Darth Plagueis. Yeah. It's obvious. So why years later, after Palpatine dead, would this Darth Plagueis guy suddenly be alive? It's not credible. I don't buy it. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what you think about it, but I don't buy that at all.
What, the notion that that Emperor Palpatine killed Plagueis?
No, the fact that Snoke could be played by that.
Okay, could you repeat that? Your voice dropped out.
No, the fact that that Snoke could be Darth Plagueis, I don't believe that.
No, me neither. I mean, the character of Snoke is still a big question mark, and it may not be until this movie or Episode 9 that we know for sure who he really is. You know, I mean, of course, there has to be more than one villain in the Star Wars universe. I mean, the Emperor and Darth Vader couldn't be the only ones. There has to be more. But as far as where Snoke came from and where he fits into all of this is still a mystery. So.
Yeah, I mean, again, whether they reveal it in this movie and is another question mark. I have a suspicion they'll probably wait till Episode 9 to reveal certain things. They might reveal little hints, little snippets of things in this one, and I don't want them to tease us for a whole movie. I'd like to know more than what we know in The Force Awakens, if that makes sense. I don't want to be strung along for another movie. I'm like, oh, you got to wait until the last one to find out everything. It's like, no, man. Story. Give me some twists, man.
That's right. I agree. That's right.
I mean, there's not much else to say, really. It looks cool. As to how it compares with the other movies, I mean, I think it will be better than the prequels. I don't know how it will stack up against the original trilogy or The Force Awakens or even Rogue One. So that is a big we shall see. But this trailer excited me a lot more than the first trailer. The first trailer, it was fine, although it didn't show very much. It was basically showing us more of the same. There were some cool shots in there. I mean, it looks well shot. So again, we'll see how it goes. The trailer was much more exciting, epic, and it got me on the edge of my seat. And the nearly live was definitely real. So yeah, that's all I have to say on the trailer. Is there anything else you want to say, Alan, before we close off?
Oh, any final words?
Yeah.
Just to say that yeah, I'm really excited for it, and I'm really enjoying this new Star Wars trilogy so far. Even though we've only seen the first film, you know, we've still got 2 more left to go. But I thought they got off to a great start. I mean, again, just to say one more time in favor of The Force Awakens, that okay, so it did have similar beats to Episode 4, A New Hope. I mean, even I will admit that, but I really didn't mind. I really don't care. I mean, I think it's a wonderfully entertaining Star Wars movie. I thought that it did bring back the magic, that good old Star Wars magic of old, which the prequels were sorely lacking.
George.
Yeah. And I think they're going in the right direction with this new trilogy. And I'm already hoping, even though, you know, this is probably years in advance, I'm already hoping that this will not be the last trilogy of Star Wars movies we get, that, you know, sometime down the road we'll get episodes 10, 11, and 12. Because I think
I mean, I think they're going to do them anyway.
Oh yeah. I think they're already mapping out the future of the Star Wars franchise. Although I do
Now that
think
it's
it's
a cinematic universe as well.
sure. Although I do think it's a good idea to give the Star Wars franchise a rest every few years, so they can recharge their
Yeah,
batteries, start thinking about other stories and things, and just so we're not oversaturated with all things Star Wars. Because I think they are planning to take a break when this trilogy is done, and whatever standalone movie they're planning to do after
yeah.
episode is released, and then I think they'll take a
Solo movie. Well, no, not fuck it. I'll give it a chance, but I am not optimistic.
yeah. I'll give it a chance, and apparently nobody's complaining about Ron Howard taking over the directing reins, and apparently Ron Howard is delivering the movie that producer Kathleen Kennedy wants delivered, which apparently the previous two guys from the Lego movie did not do. so so I have faith that it'll be a good movie. It's in my opinion, it's not a necessary movie in the Star Wars universe, but somebody at Disney insisted that there be a young Han Solo movie. So we're getting a young Han Solo movie, and okay, I'll be open to it. I'll go see it. I'll definitely go see it, but I'm keeping my expectations low for that one. There's also the possibility of a young Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, in which case we're
Yeah.
hoping you Hager will come back to do. It's not set in stone yet, but they want to make an Obi-Wan.
Is that what they've said? Are they hoping for him to come back?
I mean, who else could do it? I think he's
Yeah.
the one. He was probably the
Is
one
that what
great
Kathleen
casting
Kennedy
choice.
said, though? Alan, is that what Kennedy said? As she said, "Oh, we want to get Ewan McGregor back."
Well, all I know is that the word got out that they want to do a Obi-Wan Kenobi standalone movie. In which case, who else could come back and do it but Ewan McGregor? And I think he was the one great casting choice in the whole prequel trilogy. That was the one casting George Lucas actually got right. Was
Oh, yeah,
when he
as well as
cast Ewan McGregor.
Ian McDermott.
Okay, well, that was a foregone conclusion that Ian McDermott was going to come back to play the Emperor. But I mean, but yeah, it's not set in stone that Ewan McGregor is going to come back. I guess we'll find out in the future. But apparently, that's the movie they're planning um, for after Episode 9, and we'll keep our fingers crossed that Ewan McGregor comes back for it. But regarding this current trilogy, just to wrap it up, I'm enjoying it so far. I enjoyed The Force Awakens very, very much, and The Last Jedi looks amazing, and then of course that leads into Episode 9. So yeah, I'm excited for The Last Jedi, and bring it on, bring it on.
Woo! Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, Jack has just got back to me. He said he forgot. As I said. And he said, "Oh, we can still do Blade Runner, but no, I'm not doing two in one night. No."
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we can schedule it here.
yeah, because you have stuff to do.
By the way,
Into this, he can join this one, give his thoughts, and then we'll call it a night.
okay, that
Or a
sounds good
date
to
for
me.
you.
We'll reschedule it. We'll reschedule it. Yeah, when we get off air. Yeah.
Yeah. Lost Jedi, and obviously Episode 9 is yet to be titled, but we'll probably find that out next year.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Although,
As I understand it, I believe they're in like rewriting the script.
yeah, that's my only concern. I mean, as you know, Episode 9, they have to retinker it a good deal because again, we can't have Princess Leia in it or General Leia. We can't have Leia in it anymore. As we don't have Carrie Fisher anymore, Lord rest her soul. So that whole part of the story has to be rewritten. As you also know, original director Colin Trevorrow is now out, and they're bringing J.J. Abrams to do Episode 9. But I was very impressed with what he did with The Force Awakens, so I'm not shaking in my boots about Abrams coming back to do Episode 9.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's.
I mean, to be honest, I think they, I think they trust him considering how successful it was. And yeah, I mean, obviously, Trevorrow, they had creative differences. She seems to be having a lot of creative differences.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, okay, J.J. Abrams, he does what I tell him, and Ryan Johnson, he does what I tell him, but Colin Trevorrow doesn't, and the two guys from the Lego movie doesn't. I mean, I really got to wonder what is that kind of position you're in when you get to direct a Star Wars movie. The fact is, okay, Kathleen Kennedy is your boss. Kathleen Kennedy is calling all the shots. So how much creative freedom do you really have in the making of a Star Wars movie? Because you still have to deliver the movie the way Kathleen Kennedy wants it, rather than the way you want it. You know, so there's definitely some give and take there, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, by the way, Jack is coming in, so right on cue.
There he is.
Hey,
Where have you been?
I forgot about the hangout. Sorry.
That's all right. I will say this, Jack. We're going to do the Blade Runner hangout another time. We'll reschedule it. We can't do two in one night. It's not fair on Alan because Alan has stuff to do. So if you guys are free next Saturday,
That should work. Yeah, I think I'll be free.
same time.
Same time? Yeah, I think so. If anything changes, I'll let you know. But as it stands right now, I should be free.
Excellent. Is that all right with you, Jack?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, well, now, if you want to give your thoughts on the trailer, Jack, it's all yours.
Oh, for My Little Pony? Joking.
God, no, yeah. Don't talk about that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this new Star Wars trailer. Well, I haven't really heard what Alan had to say in it, but as for me, I think the trailer looks good. I mean, it's definitely better than the trailer, the first trailer we had. I mean, the first trailer didn't really show anything, apart from Luke saying, "It's time for the Jedi to end." I mean, this trailer, it looks pretty decent. And as for the film itself, I'm hoping it's going to be good. I mean, Ryan Johnson he's a good writer. I mean, he wrote Brick and directed that, which my friend said was very good. And he also wrote, I think he wrote a couple episodes for Breaking Bad. So the guy's an accomplished writer. J.J. Abrams said he actually loved the script for Episode 8. And as for The Last Jedi itself, I just hope that Luke doesn't die or that Luke gets turned to the dark side. I've heard rumors.
Let Luke live.
Let Luke live. Let Luke live.
Yeah. Hashtag no more Han Solo death kind of stuff. Yeah.
I think it has to now, whether we like it or not. It's just a question of how and when.
Yeah. No, but as for yeah, as for the film itself, I just hope Luke doesn't die. Or I've been hearing rumors, guys, that Luke might be turned to the dark side in this film. I don't know.
I think Rey's going to turn, but we don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. If Luke turns to the dark side, I'll be pissed, and if Luke dies, I'll be annoyed because it's too soon after it's too soon after The Force Awakens. We've already lost Harrison Ford in the films, and we've lost Carrie Fisher in real life. So to lose Luke in Last Jedi would just be a complete and utter bummer, and it would ruin the movie for me. And I just hope that the rumors that Luke, turns to the dark side isn't true, or that he just wants the Jedi to, he says it's time for the Jedi to end. I just feel that, I mean, this is only 2 films after Return of the Jedi. I mean, yes, it's 30 years after Return of the Jedi, but I just feel that, the whole point of Luke's character in the original 3 Star Wars films is that, when he's offered the dark side, the Emperor says, take your place by my father's side, he rejects that. He's against that. And I just don't think it would work for his character. So that's interesting. I don't know as well, from the trailer, I don't know if Kylo Ren's going to be the main focus of this. I mean, he might be, judging from the trailer, but I've heard Benicio del Toro is going to be the villain in this. He might be, I don't know, his mentor or something like that. I mean, Snoke's sort of the main bad guy. But I hope the movie's good. I hope New Hope. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I just think that hopefully the film, judging from the trailer, I mean, the trailer is interesting. Like we see the walkers again. We see, I mean, yeah, there is that bit that Ollie was talking about, that he was wondering if Rey's been turned to the dark side, where Kylo Ren says, "Let me help you." I mean, I'm thinking she's going to reject that, or either that, or it could be she's joining the dark side, or maybe he's joining the light side. Yeah, which would be interesting. I mean, as for Kylo Ren, I don't know if I want to see him redeemed as a character. I just kind of want him to die because he killed Han Solo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jack. I bet you were pissed when he really, it looked as though he was going to kill his mother as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with it.
I think he's pretty irredeemable. I mean, he killed his father, for God's sake. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, Harrison Ford. You can't kill Harrison Ford. I mean, come on, guys.
I don't think
Ryan who?
At this point, Kylo can't be redeemed at this point. I don't think.
Yeah. My cousin said that he could maybe be redeemed, but I mean, as for me, I don't think he should be redeemed, and I just hope the movie. I hope the movie just lives up to its title and it doesn't disappoint, because this is the 40th anniversary year of
that's true.
Star Wars, and not only that, but it's like, you know, we don't want to. Yeah, I doubt it will be, but we don't want like another day of Star Wars films. You know what I'm saying? We don't want like references. We don't want references on our face all the time, and we don't like Force Awakens, and we don't like we just don't want it to be fucked up. I'm just curious by the title of this film, and I mean, as for the other characters like Finn and all that, John Boyega, it'd be interesting to see how his character, you know, how he progresses in the film. If maybe he trains to be a Jedi. I mean, he could. I mean, I don't think he will, but it would be interesting to see his new sort of position in the Star Wars films. And as for Poe Dameron, I think we should have more Poe in this film, because he was hardly in The Force Awakens. I mean, Oscar Isaac's a good actor, so they could utilize him more. And as for Kylo Ren, yeah, I agree with Alan. I think he's irredeemable. I mean, it looks like he's trying to kill Leia. I mean, actually, I'm wondering if Episode 8 Leia will maybe die in this one. Maybe Kylo Ren will kill her, and maybe she won't be in Episode 9, because, of course, Episode 8 is the last thing that Carrie Fisher filmed. It could be.
What they should do, I think, is probably in Episode 9 at the very beginning, they should mention that Leia was ill, or that she died, or maybe it could be for an emotional reason, like something to do with Kylo Ren. And I think that's what they'll do. They'll have to silently, and then Kylo Ren's going to go.
I'm actually worried that Leia might die in this. I mean, Carrie Fisher's dead in real life, but I think maybe Kylo Ren could kill her. Like maybe, I don't know, he smashes into the... Like maybe he jumps out the last minute and, I don't know, gets into another...
Yeah. When Anakin killed the men, the women, the children too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, she could be killed off by Kylo Ren. We'll have to see. I mean, it'll be interesting how they explain. I mean, I think they should, you said, just explain that she was ill off screen, or like, you know, Leia. Just don't say she died of a broken heart or something like that. You know, we don't want to. No, we don't want another. We don't want another Padme repeat.
Oh yeah. Also, the fact that they called him Ben Solo, is that meant to be a tribute to Obi-Wan Kenobi? Like, because obviously he was Ben Kenobi, or is it just a name?
Yeah, I think so. I agree. I think so.
Well, just a name.
Right. Named after Obi-Wan, yeah, or Ben Kenobi. Yeah. That's probably where we got it from.
Yeah. I mean, as for the other Star Wars films, I agree with Alan. I'm going to have my expectations really low for the Han Solo movie. I mean, I'll watch it.
But apparently, he hasn't got the name. Well, fuck me.
Yeah, that's not his name now. Ugh, like, I don't know for the Han Solo movie. I think that's going to be a disaster, to be honest. I mean, they've already fired so many. They already fired the original directors, and they got Ron Howard to do it now. Howard's not a bad director, but you know, the guy who made Splash is making Star Wars. Let's hope he makes a bigger splash with this.
Wait a minute, but he's done really good movies like Apollo 13 and A Beautiful Mind, and so I have faith he can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Apollo 13 is good. I'm not a big fan of the Da Vinci Code. I think that's crap, to be honest. With Tom Hanks.
The sequel, though, Angels and Demons, I really enjoyed. Didn't do well at the box office, but I thought it was way better than Da Vinci Code. I really did.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen any of those movies, but apparently Inferno was good.
Yeah.
Up though.
Felicity Jones was in it, Alan.
Recommend Angels and Demons. That's a great movie.
Isn't it a prequel?
As a book, it's a prequel, but when they made it into a movie, they changed it into a sequel to Da Vinci Code. But I have read the original book, and I like the book. But the changes that they made in the movie, I thought were even better. And I thought they gave it an even better ending than what was already there. And you've got a great cast already. Like Ewan McGregor is in it. Tom Hanks in there as well. I thought it was much better done than Da Vinci Code. It wasn't boring. It wasn't too talky. It moved along, and it's a really good movie. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, as for me for Da Vinci Code, I just thought the plot of it was preposterous, and I just didn't buy it at all. But I mean, he's still a good director. I mean, I think he was an actor as well.
Can I ask you, was it better than the Star Wars prequels?
What?
Was it better than the Star Wars prequels, or at least the two?
I'd say they were both just as bad for me anyway. The Da Vinci Code was. I mean, Ron Howard, though. I mean, I will agree with Alan. I think he's a good director. I mean, he was also a star. He was in John Wayne's last film, The Shootist, and he was also in Happy Days, I think.
Happy Days and the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah, but I mean, as for the Han Solo movie, no. I mean, I'll watch it, but I think that's going to be a disaster. I mean, the whole, the whole fact that the movie, that's not going to be his real name. You've already just sank the ship on that one. You've sent the Millennium Falcon down into the Death Star with that one. And I mean, there's also other spin-offs they're doing. Like apparently they're going to do like a Jabba the Hutt film, like and make it like a gangster film, which I don't know how you're going to do because he's basically a slug and he doesn't even talk English. So
you've heard that they want an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. Him sitting in a cave for 20 years.
Wait, when's it going to be set? Or is it going to be set before the Phantom Menace? Because he's quite young in that, so they kind of told most of his life already.
Yeah, I don't know what the setting will be. I honestly don't know. So,
I mean, if they're going to make it between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope, all I want to know is like how you're going to do that, because he's just going to be sitting. I mean, could you imagine if they made a Ben Kenobi movie, Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, where he's just sitting in his cabin or whatever for 20 years waiting for Luke? That would be really exciting.
Maybe he went out on a secret mission. That's
what with this.
He went to get the Pizza Hut so he could come back. That was a secret mission.
But I mean, are you serious about the Jabba the Hutt film?
Yeah, apparently they're going to make a Jabba the Hutt film and make it like a gangster film.
It's going to be 3 hours long because he's going to be walking so slowly.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Rogue One, but I think Disney are milking Star Wars now. They're trying to make it into a Star Wars cinematic universe. So as for the other spin-offs, I don't know about those.
Wait, you mentioned the standalone Boba Fett movie. They were supposed to do one on Boba Fett. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, you don't need it. You've got Attack of the Clones. Not that is a good example, but at least you get an idea of his backstory. You don't need to. There's no more story for Boba Fett.
I mean, yeah, I don't understand why we need spin-offs of all these characters. I mean, next they'll be doing like a spin-off of that little mouse droid or whatever in a New Hope on the Death Star.
Nico and R2D2 film.
But they'll make a spin-off about the Gonk droid, the Gonk. Yeah, but I mean, as for Last Jedi, I hope it's good. I mean, Episode 9 isn't going to be out for another 2 years, so the Han Solo movie's out next year. So, I mean, we still got plenty of Star Wars to come, but I just hope they don't drop the ball with this film, and I hope they don't drop the ball with the spin-off films as well. I mean, if Episode 8 is good, then I don't really care about the Han Solo movie. I mean, it could be shit if it wants to be. It's just as long as this is good. So, yeah. That's all I have to say.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't know. The Han Solo movie, as long as it doesn't involve a plot about fucking taxation of trade disputes, you know, I don't care who signs what treaty. Give me a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Give me a Star Wars movie. I don't want to see people signing treaties.
Right. Or making negotiations. Yeah.
Hey, Jar Jar Binks spin-off movie?
Fuck that shit.
It would just be him going, ooh, ooh, ooh. You said don't have a ball bar. It's the story of Jar Jar.
Oh no, I know. They make a spin-off movie about the shit that Jar Jar steps on in Phantom Menace. The icky cool. They make a spin-off about that.
But I could do a Watto film. I was once a free man. Like, he talks like
collecting credits.
He talks like fucking Don Vito in The Godfather. Yeah. Make you an offer you can refuse. No money, no parts, no deal.
That was a good one, Ollie. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, I've only just realised that just now as I mentioned it, that he actually does, like, oh, God, what's the actor's name?
Mario.
Yeah, Marlon Brando.
No, you could imagine just Watto saying to
Anakin.
to Anakin, like, you should have looked out for me just a little bit instead of taking the money for the short-end dives. I was your brother and I stepped over. I could have been a contender.
I know, you know what he'd say? I'm not a bad boy. I'm an
No. It's like you got Watto and that Marlon Brando film set on the waterfront, on the Watto front. I could have been a contender, Eddie.
The Watto Father, Part 3.
It was you, Eddie. It was you, Eddie.
Do not get involved in my business. Then you can go home. Yippee! Yippee! Chief 3-2. Well, at least the Han Solo movie will have good dialogue. Well, I hope.
Well, could you imagine Jabba as like Don Vito? Because they're making a gangster film.
Jabba the Hutt. I tell you what, Jabba the Hutt is Santa Claus.
Wouldn't get skinny. Too fucking fat.
Oh God, it's like you know in Return of the Jedi when they have Jabba's palace, all of that scene. It's like a club, you know, that you'd expect to find in like a strip club. Except, you know,
you have Lando Calrissian Scarface. Say hello to my little friend,
Billy D. God love Billy D. Williams. That's the thing. There was a rumor Lando was going to appear in Episode 8, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Lando the side. That's pretty sad. You know?
Actually, I wonder if Lando had appeared, what if they made Finn his son?
Hey, there's an idea.
I don't think they should do that just in case people might accuse them of, like, some people would accuse him of being racist for making Lando his dad.
It's not racist.
No, some people would if you said, hey, Lando's his dad.
Well, it's better than making him a woman. Let's not go there, because me and Alan already discussed this before you arrived, before we started this hangout, about the Doctor Who. I don't want to say issue, because that will offend some people, but the Doctor Who situation.
Oh, yeah. I
forgot
to mention, Alan, I love that video you put up. The Doctor is now in it. The Time Lords are it.
Yes, because now. If they're not definitively male or definitively female anymore, then they're all a bunch of its.
It's like Stephen King.
Tag, you're it. Tag, you're it. You're it.
It's like Stephen King's It. Like Jodie Whittaker comes out and bites her arm.
Oh,
Just joking.
there is now Pennywise the clown.
Yeah. God.
Witty wise.
Fuck you, old Stephen Moffat and the BBC. Fuck you. Fuck you. God.
Moffat, just go and stick your cock back in clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you mean.
Chip suck you off. I don't know. God.
Oh, God.
Doctor becoming
I'll try
it's unbelievable!
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick. Whoa!
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather have Jake Lloyd as the doctor than a woman.
Yes.
And that's Hayden Christensen.
By the way,
I can't stand it.
maybe we should wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Okay. Thank you.
Well, then, wrap Christmas present.
Oh, God. Oh, I thought Christmas only came around once a year. Anyway. Okay, thank you guys for watching and listening. I'm Ollie. This is Alan and Jack. See ya.